Welcome to another episode of Kiss My Assets.
The transparency, the openness, the communication is more than you could expect. I'm sold.
Don't let the fact that you don't know something or don't know enough about something hold you back.
I knew I wanted to invest. What better way to invest than to invest in what I already know that I love, which is real estate.
It was initially the 12% return, but it quickly turned into the people.
Welcome to another episode of Kiss My Assets, and this is an exciting episode because we have some of our favorite investors drove all the way from Prescott Valley to join us today, and we also have our new living room style podcast. Pretty comfy couches, right? So
they're touchable.
They're lovely.
Yes,
very nice. Yes.
So I'll give a little intro, and then we'll hear from both of you a bit more about yourself. But Bill and Annessa, and then also we have Heather, who works in investor relations at Neighborhood Ventures. So welcome everybody.
Yeah. And if there's
Thank
an investor here, I want to be here.
Well,
So.
That's
you guys
right.
are awesome. Easy peasy.
So we've been getting to know you a little bit more. We met you at one of our open houses a few months ago, which was great.
It was a lot of fun.
Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and what keeps you busy nowadays?
We have a cleaning company that does janitorial services, and because of the last couple of years of COVID, we have experienced an exponential growth that has been really, really nice. And Bill mostly runs the cleaning company.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Well, and the name of the cleaning company is
Naturally, OCD cleaning
Perfect.
service.
and
Because he is a little.
that's what I was going to say.
Mhm.
You're taking something that could be viewed in a potentially not positive way, but with cleaning, that's very positive.
Absolutely. And
If you don't spend too much time on one thing, then
and it's hard to find other OCD people out there who want to work in cleans because the OCD can be a little distracting and a little tense for people. But I think I'm right on the right balance where I can actually work and live and thrive with it. So
it's actually CDO if you do it alphabetically.
Yep.
And we had shirts where we had misspelled alphabetically and put that on the back. We figured anybody who came up and said, "Your shirts are not spelled right," you can work for us.
that's how you identify your
That's
OCD
how
people.
we know
Find
who
your
our people
people.
are.
we
Well-
put mistakes on the back of the T-shirt on purpose.
Right.
Yep.
Well, so your Neighborhood Ventures investors, we're going to talk about that more in a minute, but you run this company. How long ago did you start the cleaning company?
7 years.
7 years.
Okay.
I've been cleaning since '80s, in the 1980s. Better put in the 19 before everything. We're getting there. So I've been cleaning a long time. I started out doing little, like Quick Marts, QTs, stores that you have. I started out doing like 10 of those a week, just doing the floors.
Yes.
So that's where I started.
Did you do it yourself?
Myself and a partner.
Yeah.
Our company name was B&E Cleaning, and our catchphrase was "Be the cleanest with B&E."
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
So we had lots of fun.
Yeah. And that was in Arizona, or that was somewhere
That
else?
was in Council Bluffs, Iowa.
Okay. So what brought you to Arizona? When did you come?
We moved here 8 years ago, 2014,
From Colorado.
from Colorado, where we loved it.
Mhm.
Sold a house.
What part of Colorado?
Right next to Denver in a town called Aurora.
Yeah,
I know
it was
where-
all over. I lived all over. That was where I was born and raised, in Lakewood, Colorado. But we sold our house there for a mere pittance of what it's worth today. We should
Can't
have
even think
rented it
about
out at that point. But anyway, so
Fuck.
woulda, shoulda, coulda. And that woulda, shoulda, coulda is kind of where we are with my thinking that we really needed to get into investing in real estate. My whole life, I've always told everybody, buy real estate, buy real estate, buy real estate. It took me 60 years to take my own advice.
Yep.
So that's where we're at with that. But 7 years ago, we started the business just doing move-in, move-outs for rentals. And then we, with due
We
diligence
were
and
planning
research,
on eventually,
then we grew.
evolving into being a janitorial service and not
Yep.
just a cleaning company. And now we do the Prescott Valley town buildings and some charities and a couple of Bloom Tree offices and things of that sort.
Well, there's a book that is one of my favorite books called Millionaire Next Door. Came out about 20 years ago, but it was written by two PhDs that they weren't wealthy themselves, but they did a study around the wealthiest people in the United States and who are the millionaires in the United States. And one of the things that they published were the types of businesses that a lot of those millionaires own. One of the ones that kind of surprised me was dry cleaners.
Oh.
And they said, for whatever reason, there's a high correlation of millionaires who own dry cleaners.
Yep.
And then another one was commercial cleaning. And part of what they said was, with a commercial cleaning business, as you grow and you build it, you can step away from the work and run the business, and it can kind of scale, especially if you're in a larger market. You can continue to hire people, keep your quality high, and for whatever reason, there's a lot of millionaires that own commercial cleaning businesses.
Once you
I know-
get your model set,
Yep.
and get your pieces in place, and get your people trained, and have good trainers, then you're set.
and you can build
Yeah, you
on
could
that.
you could just go out and grow and grow and grow.
And it's a huge market. If you look at all of the commercial buildings in any place, they all need to be cleaned almost daily.
Yep.
And
Schools.
we have no advertising budget.
Yeah.
We started it off by the advice of another book called The Pumpkin Plan, and made our business about referrals only. And we don't take any new business that isn't a referral. And that way we can focus on quality.
Yep.
And instead of taking 10 companies at once, we take one at a time. So we make sure that we get them managed and things are going really well before we decide to take on something else. And this keeps our employees happier. It keeps us happier. And it keeps a nice steady growth too, instead of
Not
getting
getting overwhelmed.
bonkers.
Yeah,
So you keep
we could
reputation and
explode.
consistency.
We could,
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Not a
everything is
problem.
built on our reputation.
but slow growth for us in this stage of our life was I think our best choice.
And it's great to be in a business that sells itself. You don't have to sell it.
Yes.
Like you said, you build a model that your customers love, and everybody needs it. So
Yeah,
it
it's
will
allowed
grow.
me to be able to paint and be
And
the
this is
artist crazy person
your
I
second
am.
business.
Yeah.
Our second business. And so I sell the fine art, and we've coined the phrase industrial abstract, having to do
love.
with abstracts that have gears and different mechanical pieces in them. Not going for a total reality, but kind of going for that little bit of mechanical feel. And
That
we've
is so
done pretty
cool.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your Instagram for people who are listening to see
At-
these pieces?
At Abstract Annessa, Annessa.
Yes.
And it's all one word. And come join me. We have a lot of fun.
And it is fun to look at. It is full of little mysteries. It is full.
Yeah, we were looking at a piece
Yeah.
when we started, and there's a lot of intricate
Yeah.
details there that were really.
I
really
used to
cool.
have lupus 8 years ago. And when all of traditional medicine failed me, and my life was over at an age that it should not have been over at, and I was living in constant pain, he took me to the museum out of the blue for an Impressionist show at the Denver Art Museum. And I've always loved the Impressionists. And when I could usually move 30 minutes a day,
A day.
Wow.
That's it.
we were at this show for 3.5 hours. And when we got back to the car, Bill said what you always say when you are with somebody who is ill. You say, well, how you feeling? And I had to stop and take a moment because I wasn't feeling bad. I had just moved and gone through the entire show for 3.5 hours. And I wasn't just decimated.
Well, it's like you
And
got
so-
in some sort of flow,
Yeah. It
So-
filled you
Something
up.
was to
took
that.
you
Yeah.
into a different place.
Yeah, there was something to that. And we've broken it down. We've come up with a routine, and we have created an online guided looking at art program that takes people through the same thing that has completely cured my lupus. I don't have daily aches and pains anymore, and I live a pretty healthy life. And that's at healingthroughartrx.com. And we are just now starting to promote it. The
Business number
1,500
3.
videos to help guide
yeah,
people in the
1,500 videos.
routine are all up and there and ready to go. So it's been created, and now we're just starting the marketing.
That is really cool and amazing story.
It's amazing. I have life again. I am so happy every day I have life again because I know what it's like to not.
Yeah.
So, another reason we moved out here was to start doing some real estate. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm not qualified. I haven't been in the job long enough. Or this year, the janitorial business will now have its second year of financials that the banks want, so that we can start looking for investment properties. And that's what led us to you last year. I was researching investment groups, trying to find somebody that I wanted to invest with that could help me between the time I got my refinance on the house to the time I was going to be able to use it.
And it takes a while as business owners, even though you might have some capital that might get you into an opportunity, you having to show that track record in your own business
They want to see a lot.
qualify for the loan and what have you.
And so you're
You are
thinking
a
about
wonderful opportunity.
buying a single family home or something like that to buy and rent.
I would like to
duplex.
have an 18-plex.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah. That's great.
I
And-
managed one a long time ago, and so that was a 16-plex. And I loved it, being part of that, just as a manager. So that's always been in the back of my mind, a larger duplex, triplex, quad, however many doors you want.
Yeah. And then do you remember how you found us?
Through the research for...
Google or?
Yeah, it was Google. Yeah, Google.
I'm always intrigued because
We spent months watching your videos
Yeah.
before we decided it was actually time to go forward. And we took 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And we saw the videos and we looked at the programs and
And you
back
came
forth
to
and-
the open house?
Yes.
Yes.
Loved
Well, I
it.
think
Loved
you
it.
guys, you are
And-
patient people. You know what you want, and you take the time to.
Well, she likes to make decisions like that.
She's an artist. She's allowed to be wild. You cannot
You
contain
guys
her.
are like yin and
Yeah.
yang.
Yeah, it takes me a
We
long
are.
time
Yeah.
to make
Which is
ADD,
decisions.
OCD.
Perfect.
And it works.
Yeah.
This is a love story.
Well,
yes.
I'm not married, but I hope to be. But I'm intrigued
As soon as you ask.
by the yin and yang of any sort of partnership.
Mhm.
So, and I saw that immediately with both of what you do.
I'm the
And-
boss.
And
works
and so he
perfect.
thinks he's the
Mhm.
boss. That's why it works, right?
Yeah.
No, he knows I'm the
Oh,
boss.
I know
he knows
my
how to take
place.
direction.
When I first met John,
Unless we go out for a beer.
when I first met John, we were very different. I'm
Yes.
analytical and had come from a Wall Street background where everything needs to be very precise and detailed and backed up by analytics. And John's very much an intuitive person. He can see something and has a visionary. And it took us a little bit of time to mesh, but now I'm so glad that we have different strengths. Because you're much stronger as a partnership, and when you
We
have those
kinda-
different strengths, and I noticed that from you guys
We
immediately.
kind of came up with this analogy. I'm the CEO, and so I jump off the cliff.
Yep.
He's the COO. So while I'm falling, he puts together a net and makes sure that it all works out and I don't die.
That's so romantic. It is.
And that is so
I want to jump off a
true.
cliff.
It is so
it's so
true.
much
She
fun.
jumps in before. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, now I got to figure out how to make it happen.
And how long have you been together?
19 years now.
Well, it's working.
It is working.
Whole life.
And we
Yeah.
had a couple of errors in judgment before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have.
Uh,
They're seasoning, their experience.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teaches you what you really want.
Yes. And when you finally like, there we go. That's the
So
way.
you start investing a little bit on the passive income. You're thinking about, as you build up a little bit of a nest egg, potentially buying. And a lot of our investors, they kind of follow us for a while with the ultimate goal. Maybe they want to own themselves. We also have a lot of investors who have done it before, and now they're like, I don't want to get that phone call on a Saturday afternoon when the AC goes dead. I just want to relax and get passive income. And
Which
we
is a
love all of
nice
that.
thing. It balances out a portfolio that has stocks and bonds and cryptocurrencies and heavy metals as well. So
Well,
we're not accredited.
Yep.
But that is a goal at some point to be accredited, to be entrepreneurial in that fact, and then to be able to give back to whatever community that we can. So the long-term goal is for me to sit on the beach earning 16, 20%.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
And I would like to be invited.
Absolutely.
Oh, girl, we
Yeah,
got
you
a
have to
room
bring
I've
us
for
already
you.
along.
secured
So-
the invite.
There we go. Either we
The-
look at a fourplex or we're looking at a 20plex. Because, we've been to Belize, I've been to Bahamas, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and right now we have to go to Panama. But
I'm sorry you have to go to
You
Panama.
have
Yeah, we have to.
If you have
Because
to.
we found out something the other day about working situation, but that's
If
another
you go
time.
to Belize, you are not allowed to work. If you
For a
start a
while.
business or do a business, somebody who is Belizean has to be doing all of the
Interesting.
tasks,
Yeah.
or you are in violation. So Belize is a wonderful place to go if you're not working. But what would I do not working?
Right.
Yeah.
I like working.
So the bottom line is I want a place where that I will have passive income. I'll have a boat.
Yeah.
That if I want to take that boat, I'll go out and on the boat. But all the other times it's going to be used to make money. We love making money.
I'll have a studio that has a driveway and a big garage door, so I can do the big paintings, and I can have somebody else go get them where they're supposed to go.
Yeah. Well, one of the things we talk a lot about with investors who are starting out is figuring out your why. Why are you doing this? Because you will have to sacrifice in some ways if you want to start saving to invest. You have to spend less than you would otherwise. It's nice to just spend every dollar that comes in and try to live a big lifestyle, but you can never invest unless you are disciplined. And in order to be disciplined, you really need a why to say, this is where we want to go. This is why we're doing this. And then starting to put more and more into that nest egg to build up as your income goes up and not spend it all.
Right.
Because most people, as their income goes up, then you get this lifestyle creep and it goes right up with it. But having that strong why, and this is why we want to get to where we want to go, it gives us the motivation when it kind of gets hard and have sacrifices. And you clearly have your why, what you want to do, and
and
visualizing
how you're going to get
it.
there. Yeah.
And one more year on our 5-year plan, which is on a board up above the TV.
Our vision
So that
board.
we can see it every time we sit down. But pay
That's
yourself first has been a very old adage. And when people first hear pay yourself first, they think, I get to go out and get a fast food or whatever and make myself really happy right now. But pay yourself first is, I have this much that's going into a savings account I don't touch unless it's an emergency. And when it gets to a certain amount, it is used for investments. And then I build it back up. And that is pay yourself first. So you're never caught behind having to use credit, having to bail yourself out of anything. You can just handle things as they come up and start to invest in the future.
I'm going to steal
And,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going above my TV.
Money's like manure.
Yeah.
It's only good if you spread it around for young things to grow.
That's right. Well,
That's our new tagline on our website.
Yeah, money is manure.
Money is manure.
I mean,
You gotta
Money
spread
is
it
just
around.
You gotta
like
spread it
going on
around.
our website.
That's right.
Well, it's been great to have you come in. We love to meet you at our open house last
Oh,
time.
you guys are so much fun.
and we enjoy what we do. So that's an important part of life, right?
Yes.
Is enjoying what you do,
That's
and you'll do
all
better
of
work
life.
if you do it that
And
way.
you're making other
Yeah.
people happy. So
Yeah, and it's so fun to include folks and get to know them and have a broad group of folks who support us, and because you're the ones that allow us to go do these fun projects and to get a good return.
And we're
and,
investing in the next one.
Yeah,
Always.
and we do have some things in the works. I can't say what they are just yet because we're not quite there, but in the next few weeks we hope to have some things come out, because
Look forward to it.
our projects are all sold out right now, but we should have some new stuff soon. So
good.
Well, they're
Yeah.
paying
for you.
me.
Yes. And thanks again for coming in, and we look forward to seeing you at the next open house too.
We'll
Thank
be
you.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you.